2 palettes, 12 shades. Split them apart or click them together. Be gritty and pretty. High beam, silky shadows for eyes. Go glow. God damn it. I think you turn it. Did these not come out?
I think, well, they have to come out if you want to use them. Ah, there.
Ah.
Whew. We see you, Kylie. Oh.
Gritty.
Glow.
David Blaine. Was your mind blown? Are we witches? Hello and welcome, Valkyries. On today's episode of Valhalla Beauties, we are going to be doing a review and swatch of this, which is the Estee Edit Gritty and Glow Magnetic Eye and Face Palettes. And I don't know very much about it, so Cassie's actually going to give us the info.
The lowdown.
The lowdown.
The lowdown.
Cool.
So what this is, it's actually 2 palettes, and as you can see, they're magnetized. So
Wasn't magic. We are witches, though.
Yeah. They do magnetize together, so they're perfect for traveling with. And also, just so you know, because you can probably see, it's really glittery, but it's not like rough glittery. It's
No,
like
it's
this
nice.
It's like smooth.
I actually am really intrigued by this.
Yeah, it won't come off when you travel and stuff like this. So each of the palettes come with 6 colors, as you can see here. So those are the 6 eyeshadows. Whoop. And it also comes with, don't want to blind you, but a really sizable mirror. And here are the colors for the Glow palette. But we'll show you them.
And these are highlighters?
Yeah, so they're highlighters, but you can use them as eyeshadows, or you can use them, depending on your skin tone, some of these would look better as bronzers. These colors are great because they have deeper colors. So stuff that, other people might use as a bronzer, you can actually use as a glowing highlighter, and it's not gonna make you look ashy. Like my elbows look now.
Yep, it's true.
That's why we're wearing
That's
long
why she's wearing a jacket.
and I'm sweating. So let's just move along to the swatches now so you can get to see them up close a bit.
Swatchy. My first thoughts on Swerve reminds me of Swerving, the Beyonce.
The next color we have is Riff. And for me, it reminds me of when I was a child and I fell into the turtle enclosure at the zoo. And my mother grabbed me. She's like, "I'm disappointed in you." And then she dragged me out. Riff reminds me of her disappointment. It's the color of disappointment.
And for Burn, burn, baby, burn. What is that song? I don't even know what it's called.
Wavy, it actually reminds me of, the smell of a pine cone that's just fallen off a tree and then someone has put it into a Christmas wreath. That smell of the pine cone is this color.
Beautiful, Cassie. And Mood reminded me of a dark mood. Moody,
We have the last color in this palette is Trip. And it reminded me a few summers ago in my gap year between high school and university when I went on a hike through the Appalachians. And I remember every night before I went to bed, I'd look up at the sky and, I'd see this like beautiful, beautiful mosaic of shades and feelings. 'Cause, when you're there, it's like you see and feel everything. And this color, Trip, reminds me of that. It also reminds me of that one time last summer. Mm-hmm. Do you remember when I took acid for the first time?
Absolutely.
This is literally the color I saw.
Oh, wow.
This is why I was screaming, "Oh my god, that color, I wish they made it into an eye." Do you remember that?
Yes, and you said, "I wish that they made it into an eyeshadow."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how this is just a pure coincidence, but that's what Trip also reminds me of.
Oh, wow. Very relatable.
We're on to the second palette.
This is the Glow palette.
Yeah, it's the one for your face and eyes.
Its first color is Snow Lit. And I hate snow, but I love this color.
The next color is 14K Glow. And it kind of has the same color as a bracelet my mother gave me when I was 5. I accidentally threw it into the garbage when I was throwing the garbage out because it was very loose on my wrist, and she was disappointed in me. So I guess what I'm saying is 14K Glow is almost the same shade of disappointment as the other one in the other palette. So it's like a different shade of disappointment.
First Light. I don't really know what you mean by that, but it looks nice on my skins.
Then we have Gleam, and for me, you know when you break up with someone after years and years and years together, and you're just sad, and you're crying? Mm-hmm. This reminds me, Gleam, of my tears. Like, it's not the same color, but like, it's got the spirit of my tears. That makes... like gleaming spirit of my tears. That makes sense, right?
Oh, it's the most relatable thing you've ever said. Next color is Ray. Who's Ray? I don't care.
The last color is Beachy. It's a bronze shade. Hey, well, thank you for joining us here for the review. Our final thoughts are, this is a perfect palette for if you A, like to travel, B, you're a disappointment to your parents, or C, it's like a pop of color, boom.
Yeah.
Glow on your face.
I think the majority of us might want it for that reason.
Disappointment.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.